the hell are you guys?
Hello everyone! Please welcome to the stage your compare for tonight, Kyle McKenzie!
Hello and welcome to our crossover gig for Roses. Can I get a cheer from everyone from Lancaster tonight? And a cheer from everyone from Yorkin. Just note that down, that's 15 points to York. Roses, of course, named after the war, chocolate. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Named a sporting competition after a war. It's pretty cool though, don't get me wrong, I wish we did it more. But I have a feeling that since they've stopped calling wars cool things like the War of the Roses. So in 100 years' time, we're probably going to have sporting competitions at university called Vietnam, Afghanistan, golf. That one kind of works. Because it sounds like golf. But what I'm interested in really is history, or I say interested in. Until a few days ago I wasn't, but I recently nerded up on the whole War of the Roses situation. I know, I'm a bit behind the times on current affairs, but I'm really interested in what happened. I bet that not a lot of people in this room probably know a lot about the War of the Roses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap a lot of stuff for you. So here's what happened. You've got Henry VI. Okay, Henry VI is the king. He's from Lancaster, but he's a little boy. Have we got Henry in tonight? Henry is a small boy, so he needs someone to help him out, to advise him, to lead the country, kind of give him the direction that he needs. So that person that he's chosen is Richard of York. You can probably see where this is going, but bear with me, okay? So Henry grows up a little bit, and it's time for him to get married. So Richard says, okay, well, French chicks, they're kind of hot at a minute. The French is in, so why don't you marry one of them? So Henry, King Henry from Lancaster, marries Margaret. Margaret is, well, Margaret. She's beautiful, she's elegant, smart, powerful, and a complete bitch. She is the worst, but we'll get to why. In fact, we'll get to why right now. Because what happens is, as soon as Margaret marries Henry, she convinces him, I don't really like this Richard of York fellow. I know he's been with you through your childhood and everything, something about his face, I'm not into it, get rid of it. So Henry, he doesn't really have any power in this situation. He's only the king, after all. He gets rid of Richard, the man who's cared for him all these years. He gets rid of him, banishes him to a different country. Richard eventually tries to come back. He's like pleading with Henry, please, no, take me back, I'm good for this country. Henry from Lancaster says, okay. Margaret says no. So, Richard banished again. And Margaret puts her good friend, the Duke of Somerset, in his old position. Now you've got to remember, this position, this is leading the country basically. Henry is still quite young, he doesn't know what to do. So the Duke of Somerset is running the country. And he's a complete idiot. A complete buffoon, he doesn't know what he's doing. A complete idiot running the country. Good thing that we have democracy now. That can't possibly happen. Anyway. So, okay, Henry makes sure that Richard of York is exiled again, unfortunately, because of Margaret. And, well, the situation here is that the people of England, they think that Richard of York, he's a pretty good guy, he's done a lot. And they don't really like Henry and Margaret, Somerset as much, because Henry's a child king, he doesn't know what he's doing, and Somerset's an even bigger buffoon, he doesn't know what he's doing. Margaret, she's a bitch. So, I want to do, I think, let's do a little bit of role play. So, I would like a Margaret. Can I get Margaret? You there, with the bow on. It's fine. Hello. What's your name?
Elspeth.
Elspeth. It would have been really freaky if she said Margaret. From now on, you are Margaret, and you are the people of England, okay? And it's really easy for you. It's really easy for you. Okay. All I want you to do is all point at her and say, Margaret, you're a bitch. Okay? So, on the count of 3, are we all ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Margaret, you're a bitch! Thank you very much, Margaret. Big round of applause, Margaret. Okay, so there's a bit more to this story, but I'll continue with this a little bit later on, because right now we are going to have the first of our 2 stand-up acts from York here tonight. You heard the very passionately earlier cheering. Please help me welcome to the stage, Adam!
This twat, open the front. Well, that sounds good. Who are you, mate? I'm joking, don't worry. So, did anyone grow up in a rough area? How did you whoop that? I fucking love knife crime, me! I grew up in a rough area. I grew up in a place so rough that I was once beaten up for being Jewish. I'm not even Jewish. Just had some right nutcases at my school. My favourite one was a guy called Yossa. And he was called Yossa because apparently his first word was tosser and he kind of bumbled on it. I mean, you can forgive someone for bumbling up their first word. He was only 15. Someone once asked Yossa what religion he was, and he replied, I think I'm a Geordie. He also once told me that he worked at Subway as a dishwasher, which sounds good until you go to Subway and realise there's not a lot of dishes. But I was in science with Yossa, and we had a teacher called Mrs. Cobb. But Yossa called her Mrs. Cobb old. Yeah. She was 26. But yeah, she got out some chemicals because it was science. And Yossa turns to me and goes, oh, I'll bet them chemicals aren't real. And he decides to try and prove that these very real chemicals weren't real by pouring them into his eye! Why your eye? It's so sensitive! That's like going, oh, I wonder if my tea's ready. I know, I'll check by dipping my bollocks in. Anyway, he ended up in A&E, so... everyone's favourite school is house parties. House parties are the Jeremy Kyle celebrations. You rock up with some twat in a Hollister t-shirt. Oh yeah, mate. Nothing says player like a seagull. Upstairs for a piss, someone's vomiting in the shower, you go downstairs for a drink from the fridge and there's just some people bombing in the kitchen. Like Kyle, when I said I wanted some drinks around for casual drinks, I didn't secretly have my fingers crossed for sodomy in my kitchen. But I went to a party once, and they said that they would have weed and heroin. Now, I'm not for a bit of fun, but not a crippling addiction. That's like going, come round to my house, we've got a twister and a live battle humour. Bearing in mind, this party was back in year 8. Gets a hold of heroin at 13. Dickheads. So as you can tell, I'm a people person. I just love when people come up to me and tell me their problems. Oh, it makes me so happy. I was talking to a guy the other day and I was like, what's up? He said, we've lost our man. And I was like, oh, well, don't worry. They're always in the last place you look for them. And he's like, no, she's dead. Now, when someone tells you that one of their family members has died, all you can think about is, good, I hope I look sad enough. I'm not a good enough actor for this. My friend passed me an onion to get the tears rolling. Margaret, why? You're only 96. But I only asked what's up. I only asked what's up. And there's only two answers to the question what's up. One is, well, not much. Two is, the sky. Hey, do you see dead man on that list? Not really. No! I lost him! He's like, oh, I'm so sad. How do you think I feel? Do you know what my brain came up with in an attempt to be nice? He told me, oh, she's just so down to earth. And I said, oh, well, don't worry, she'll love being in a coffin. How awful am I? Anyway, you guys have been absolutely lovely. I've been Adam. Thank you!
All the way from York, lovely. Anyway, I think it's time I get back to the history lesson. So, just a quick recap. What's happened is, Henry from Lancaster is king, Richard from York is his advisor, Margaret is a bitch. Henry marries Margaret, gets rid of Richard, Richard tries to come back, gets rid of Richard again. Now, Richard has this mate called the Earl of Warwick. And the Earl of Warwick is the most trustworthy, the kind of guy you'd want to go for a beer with. The guy that he'll never let you down, he'll never betray you, he's trustworthy. Remember that. It will be important later. But, for now, Warwick's like, mate, I know you're having all these problems in England, Henry and Margaret and all that. I've got a mate called France. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get France and they're going to come over and they're going to kick the shit out of them and it'll be great. So that's exactly what happens. France kicks the shit out of them. And Richard of York returns. He could have the throne if he wanted to, but instead, he says to Henry, who's still king, you know what, I don't want to be king. I don't want to take over. You're king. I just want two things. First, I want my old job back. I want to be the advisor to you again. So, immediately, Henry has that idiot Somerset killed. And secondly, the second thing that he wants is to be named heir to the throne. Now this is a bit weird. Put yourself in Henry's position here. A guy who said, oh, don't worry, I don't want to take your job, I don't want to take your job, but I want to be in the position where if anything were to happen to you, any horrible accidents like accidentally falling down the stairs or accidentally being throttled in your sleep or accidentally being invaded by France, then I'd become king, only then. So it's a bit suspicious, admittedly, but Henry says, yes, okay, fine, yeah, you beat me, you can be my heir. Margaret is livid. Margaret's having none of this, because she has a son that wants to be king. Well, she wants her son to be king. So Margaret, she has some friends of her own. These friends, they, how do I explain these friends? They are the most animalistic, ruthless, barbaric individuals on the face of the planet. The Scottish. You know what, I think it's a bit, I think it's time for some roleplay again. So, I need a Scotsman. Brilliant! Stand up there, where you are, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So what I need you to do is I need you to say something Scottish, and the first thing that's come to my head is haggis. So you're just going to say haggis, but also you're going to run on the spot like you're wielding a battle axe. Is that okay? Do you think you can do you want to practice that? Just watch for practice.
Hi, Dave.
Okay, so all I need is for you to do that, but do it when I put my hand up, okay? As soon as I put my hand up, that needs to happen, okay? Brilliant. So, I'm thinking, that's your name. What's your name? Gail, brilliant. Gail's our Scotsman. The rest of you again are the people of England, okay? And what's running through the people of England's minds at the minute? Oh no, the Scottish are coming. Okay, so that's what I want all of you to say on the count of 3. Oh no, the Scottish are coming. You're all alright with that? Can you all do that? Okay. Alright, on the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. I think it's about time to bring on my next stand-up. We've had one from York, so now it's about time we have one from Lancaster. Please help me welcome to the stage, Mr. Patrick Burton.
Picking up, okay? Alright. Yeah, some of you might have already just found out. My name is actually Patrick. My name, it's great, isn't it? No, how are we all doing? We all alright? I'm up here, I'm doing comedy, I like the comedy, I also like the poetry. So if you don't laugh at something I say, it's actually a poem, it's not a joke. Speaking of which, I've actually written a poem in honor of roses. Don't know if you know roses this weekend, might have slipped your mind. But I've written a poem, we all know that original poem though from the Renaissance, I think it was. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you? Yeah? I can't understand that. Yeah, love is beautiful, isn't it? Well, yeah, but I can't understand that. Let's just get to that, alright? Roses are red, but violets, they're blue. Except they're not, because we already call them violets, and that seems a bit ridiculous to say that something is blue when you've already named it a colour that is violet, which seems more purple than blue, which is a different thing, because if you look at the rainbow, there's different colours on the rainbow, and blue and purple, they don't overlap. It's a bit ridiculous. You look at that, no, it's not blue, bloody purple, isn't it? Purple! And not all roses are red! Think about it, okay, there are plenty of roses. There's red roses, there's yellow roses, there's white roses, get black roses in Turkey, and you've got all that genetic shit going on. You can have rainbow roses, you can have any colour you want. Not all roses! Hashtag not all roses! Hashtag black roses matter! Stupid! It's shit! It's shit! And so are you. Anyway, let's go away from poetry, you know, all that artistic wank, and let's get to sports. That's what sports are here for. You know, sports, they're alright, do the things, score the points, that's alright. But the tone of Roses seems to me really, really weird, because what we're doing is we're resolving like an age-old conflict through fun and games and sports. Just ludicrous. Such a stupid idea. That doesn't work in real life. What the hell do you think they're doing in Syria? Playing polo? So Bin Laden was hiding out in Pakistan because no one asked him to play cricket. In World War I, on the Christmas of 1914, the Germans and the British troops get out from their trenches, go into no man's land, and have just a friendly game of football to show that really they're not so different, and that war separates us, and really, we need to stop it. Yes, they did, but the very next day, they went back to shoot each other. So sport does not actually save lives. On the contrary, sport kills people. So there you go, Mr. Hetherington. Fuck off. But I mean, sports, really, if you think about it, it's a very minuscule part of Roses. I mean, it's often very hyped up, it's a big sporting event, but it's not really. It's just for our own self-validation, you know? Remember back to secondary school, remember back to when, like, I don't know, we're all different ages, but let's say you're in year 8, and your mum buys you, like, a PS3, okay? Automatically, Xbox 360, it's a load of shit in it. Have you ever played Xbox? Probably not. Doesn't matter, you still know it's terrible. It is terrible, obviously, because you're on PlayStation, it's going to be better. Put yourself in my shoes now. I'm a student at Lancaster, therefore, York is worse. That's the only validation that we have. I mean, that's kind of the point. But yeah, you know, that's the only validation that we have. You know, it's really dumb. Because I mean, you know why else York sucks? I'm gonna give you another reason why York sucks. Yeah. There's another reason somewhere. Actually, there isn't. I lied. I can't actually think of anything else. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But if there really is only that one very arbitrary reason, maybe there's more that unites us and divides us. I mean, here at Lancaster we have ducks. And you've got geese, right? Yeah. They're pretty similar. Although it's not to say that like all semi-aquatic birds are ducks, or that they're all geese, because even though they're similar, they can still be, you know, different. It's like roses, because roses can be red, but they can also be fucking yellow! Fuck! Sorry, it's just an issue I'm very passionate about. But yeah, okay, so, think about it. If we're so similar, why all this hatred between us? Why do we hate each other? Because of some war that happened, what, 600 years ago? Which I'm sure we are all aware is based off of George R. R. Martin's very successful series, Song of Ice and Fire. Why do we hate each other? Why don't we just come together, you know, combine our hatred, project it out into a more useful fashion? Why do we hate other universities? Why do we hate Edinburgh, St. Andrews, and Durham? Exactly, because I mean, think about it, okay, you know? They're like pretty high on the league tables, you know? They're pretty sure of themselves. They want to be just like Oxbridge. But they're not Oxbridge, are they? No. So you have to overcompensate for that. Edinburgh has the highest number of privately educated students at its university. So they just want the stops for themselves. That in Edinburgh is fucking expensive to live in. Then St. Andrews has a museum dedicated to itself on its own campus. Who even is this Andrew guy? Why does he get his own university? He didn't go to Oxford or Cambridge. Why is he relevant to world history? And then she got Durham. More like dumb. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I have that experience in Durham. You know, when I went there for an open day, my mum said I was smart enough to study there. Yeah. But also, I mean, you know, their buildings were naff, so clearly this place was better. Well, okay, they were naff, but you could still see them because they were covered in fucking scaffolding! Yeah, that's what we need to do. York and Lancaster, we need to come together. Just hate other arbitrary groups of people. That's what anybody can do. You there, what's your name? Henry. You gotta hate something, what do you hate? Just one thing, you gotta pick one thing. Okay, we'll move on to the person to your right. What's your name? Chloe, what do you hate? Exams. See, I hate exams too. On 3, we're gonna say, I hate exams. 1, 2, 3. I hate exams. There we go. You see? We've bonded. We're closer together now. We've come closer because of our mutual hatred for something else. So this is clearly something that can work in any situation. Israel and Palestine, they've been in conflict for like 60 years. Just hate Sweden. What did the Swedes ever do to them? Probably nothing. Perfect target. Perfect target. Brilliant stuff. So clearly, using any situation, just brilliant. That's how we get world peace. We've done it, guys. We did it. We got world peace. Just hate all people for no reason. It's great. And then once we achieve world peace, you know, we can get to the real issues that affect people on a daily basis. Things that really matter to people. Like how roses can be different colors. It's still roses. And how violet's not fucking blue! Fuck! So I need to go see my therapist again. It's a real big issue for me. But I'm gonna go now. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
We have one stand-up from York and one stand-up from Lancaster, and I think it's fitting time to go back to the story. So what's happened so far? We've had Henry, Lancaster, King, Richard, York, advisor, Margaret, bitch. Okay? Margaret gets rid of Richard. Richard comes back. Margaret gets rid of Richard. Richard tries to come back, gets his mate Warwick to get his mate Front to come over, invade. They do invade, but Richard says he doesn't want the throne, he just wants to be heir. Okay. Then Margaret goes over to Scotland. Scotland comes over, and Scotland kill Richard of York. I know, the main character died. It's that. In fact, you would have known if you learned the rhyme for the rainbow in little school. That's a bit of a spoiler, you know. Richard of York gave battle in vain for the rainbow and all the colours. It's a good thing that he did die in vain as well, otherwise we would have had to have Dorange in the rainbow. Yeah. What happened next was Margaret and Henry, they're so happy, they're ecstatic. They decide to have a party. Not just a party, a good old Scottish party. So they go up to Scotland and they go celebrate in Scotland. Meanwhile, Edward arises in London. Edward? Who's this Edward guy? Well, Edward is the son of Richard of York. Yes. Oh shit indeed. And how do I explain what Edward was like? Well, he was handsome. He was handsome, he was hunky, he was brave, a hero. You know the bit in Shrek 2 where Shrek drinks the potion and he becomes a man? Edward, yes. Okay. So, you've got this Edward guy, and not only does he have a rightful claim to the throne because Henry's off partying in Scotland, he's also loved by the English people, loved by them so much. So we're going to do another little bit of roleplay. I need an Edward, preferably a very good-looking fellow. Someone, you're a really nice-looking fellow over here. What's your name, sir? David. I mean, admittedly, a bit more like Shrek before the potion. I'm kidding, David. You're lovely. So, all I want is for everyone around here, in fact, we'll start over here and then we'll spread all the way back, is you guys to just shout, Edward, we love you. And then, Edward, we love you. Edward, we love you. It's going to carry on. And when we do that, we're going to keep going until I introduce my next act onto the stage, okay? So, on the count of three, are you guys all ready? Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Edward, we love you!
Edward, we love you! Edward, we love you!
Microsoft Office, what's the deal with that? Am I right? Like, who named Word, right? Where did Word's name come from? Like, can you imagine sort of the conversation that went on in the Microsoft Office? You know, when they named Word, like, all right, gents, we made an application. You type words into it. It's a word processor. Don't know what to call it. Like Excel as well. Excel, right? How is Excel named? I like to think that there was like a project manager speaking, and then halfway through speaking, they realized that they left their front door unlocked. Like, oh yeah, that looks Excel. So, just an intimate bit about me. I am a man of bargains. I love me a good bargain, right? Good bargain. I always go for the 5 bars of soap in a pack for £2. Love that, right? But recently, I found out there's this shop you can go to called Lush, right? Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may not have. Lush, L-U-S-H. Actual place that exists, Lush, right? Check it out if you haven't heard of it. Lush, right? Right? You go into Lush, right? And there are all these different flavors of soap you can get. You can get like ginger and lemon flavoured soap. You can get like orange and cinnamon flavoured soap. You can get like a Diet Cherry Pepsi Max flavoured soap, right? And it's all good that you can get these bars of soap, but they're £5 a bar. £5. It's like news alert, Lush. Your Diet Cherry Pepsi Max flavoured soap might smell like Diet Cherry Pepsi Max now, but in 10 minutes, it's going up my shitty ass! And it's gonna smell like Diet to my friends. I try to explain this to my friends, and they all say the same thing. They all say, oh, well, you know, I don't have this problem with humour because I don't shove bars of soap. It's tradition. What? Tradition, my ass! Alright, Sherlock Holmes, alright? Exhibit A. Let's have a look at the top dogs of tradition, you know? The top of the food chain of tradition. It's the monarchy, right? The monarchy, right? Every female member of the monarchy has a different second name, but their first name is the same. Queen Victoria! Someone the other day with the weirdest fucking name. Weirdest name, right? Mark. Actually, someone on this planet called Mark. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. What? Yeah. Mark, spelled M-A-R-K, like M for my name is Mark. A for, are you really called Mark? R for, are you really called Mark? But spell the way you spell it, don't that make sense? You're called Mark! What? Fuck nugget! Names that child Mark, right? Can you imagine the conversation his parents were having on the day that he was born? On the day that he was birthed? On the day that he was created, right? Can you imagine the conversation? Oh, Horatio. I think I know what we should call our child. What will it be, Gabby? Horatio, I think we should name our child after the temperature range of our oven. Yes. Okay, we've now reached the part of the set where I'm actually going to tell the jokes. So, okay. So what's a French mushroom's favorite song? We are the champignons.
Okay, so we're coming to the end of the War of the Roses now. We're nearly there, but there's a few events left. So just a little bit of what's happened previously. Henry and Margaret, they've gone up to Scotland. They've gone celebrating. Edward, beautiful Edward down here, is taken over London. The people have chosen him as their king. So Henry has to retaliate, doesn't he? Naturally. So what happens is, he stays in a pub in Scotland eating loads of shortbread. But of course he's not allowed to do that because Margaret tells him, no, we must march down to London and take London back. Yes, thank you. She is. And what happens? Henry goes down to London and is killed by Edward. I know. And what happens to Margaret? She's deported out of here! So now, what seems like has happened is Edward is on the throne, he's loved by the people, York have won the Battle of the Roses. Hooray for York! Yeah, that is until a few days later when he dies of pneumonia. Cool, that's not epic. This is an action hero. This is a guy who has slayed every threat that has come to him. He has killed kings. You know, trustworthy Warwick from earlier? He betrayed Edward, and Edward killed him anyway! This is mental stuff! Edward has done so much in his life, and he dies of a glorified cold. So now the people of England, they're upset. Beyond upset actually, they don't give a shit anymore. They really don't care who's the king. Let anyone do it, let Jeff be king. Alright, yeah. And everyone's just kind of depressed, so I want to get everyone into this mindset of what all the people in England were thinking at this time. So the only possible thing that anyone could have been thinking is, I'm moving to Wales. So I want all of you on the count of 3 to please just shout, I'm moving to Wales. Please, you're just like the people of England back in the 14th and 15th century, okay? So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you say I'm there? Oh, okay, yes. I'm there. What? Okay, never mind. But we have one more stand-up act for you tonight. It is the very lovely Lancaster's own Cesar!
Well, as you can tell from my name and my lovely accent, I'm not from here, so I didn't know what all this roses thing was. So it was like, I had to ask Kyle, the expert, about it. Oh yes, a war, and he explained me everything about the war. I didn't get shit because my English is not good enough, so he had to explain it again, still getting nothing. So the other thing I got is you British people starting to fight because roses are white and roses are red. Do you guys do this a lot? Fighting over the color of things? Do you start a war? What do you say? What do you say? Oh. You have nothing good to say. Don't say it, man. Anyway, battle for colors. So do you do this more often, very often, like start a war for something trivial and dumb? Did you start a war to check who was the best Beatle? Did Ringo Starr lose? Anyway, I'm not here to talk about your shit, guys. I'm here to talk about mine. Do you know what's very hard about doing stand-up comedies these days? It's actually very difficult to actually do a set without relying on dark humor. Come on, no one builds a career talking about fairy tales and unicorns. What if I go on stage and say, hey, what's up with unicorns? Am I right? They have one horn. Get off the stage, you asshole, we're gonna hear all dead babies. But I want to try to do a cute stand-up comedy. I'm going to do stand-up comedy. How about my dog? Aww. Yeah, that was what I wanted. Because think about it, there's no way I can make you feel uncomfortable or sad telling you little stories about my cute, fluffy, dead dog. Yeah, he's dead. But don't worry, there's a love story behind all these dead. Let me tell you this love story. You know how dogs fuck whatever they have right now? Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's on the dog or your leg. It's like, yeah, come here. Imagine if humans do that. It will be very weird, right? Oh boy, that ginger is so hot. What are you talking about? I want to fuck this cactus. Anyway, so the story is... Yeah, right, cactus. Almost close to it, rats. So the thing is, what am I saying, guys? Oh yeah, my dog dead. So my dog, one day, my brother, a friend of my brother got him a soft toy. It was a giant banana with a smiling face who was smoking weed, which is pretty bizarre itself. And my brother didn't want that for anything. He was like, what the fuck do I do with this? But my dog really liked it, so my dog started to bite it, scratch it, you know, foreplay. Yeah. He totally fucked the banana. It was very interesting, and you say, oh no, he raped the banana. No guys, it was totally consensual. You only have to see the banana's face smiling, smoking weed. It was totally boring. So at some point, the thing about my dog and his new sex slave, the banana, it was getting out of hand completely because it was like, we didn't give him any more cookies every time he did something right. Like, oh shit, good boy, take the banana, get late. Thanks God my parents didn't do that with me. Who's a good boy, Thesar? Huh? Who didn't poop in the kitchen? Dad, I don't poop in the kitchen. Like I'm a good boy. Good boy. Let me introduce you to Crystal, this lovely woman who's going to spend the night with you. Dad, thank you, but I don't want to be with a prostitute. Be a man, for fuck's sake! Alright. Well, anyway, the thing with the whole banana was getting totally out of control, guys. My dog was like fucking and fucking and fucking and fucking. The banana wasn't yellow anymore, it was white. Yeah, exactly, that's the reaction. So, I had to get rid of the banana. I had to put an end to this lovely song. So, my dog needed to look for a substitute, and he decided to get the grass cutter, and he started to fuck the grass cutter, and the grass cutter fucked him. That's how my dog died. Just kidding! My dog is not dead, that was all bullshit, except the banana part, that part's true. But no, he's not dead, he's very alive, don't worry, no dogs died performing this stand-up comedy. Except my grandfather's dog. That dog is so dead! It's finished! It's kaput! You wanna know who died? Because the fact that he's dead is not the worst part, it's not the fucked up part. Oh no, you wish. This is how let me tell you a story. You know what's scary about old people like my grandfather? That they don't have morals anymore. They do not have ethics because they're going to die tomorrow, so fuck ethics, I wanna live my life. I wanna be practical. So one day, my grandfather came back home driving. Oh no! Juan, not again! Oh, I told you to get away from the car, what am I going to do now? So he put the dog into a sack. He got into his car, he drove to the local pet store. Hi. Oh, hi, Mr. Walter, how are you? I'm doing fine, Oh, well, how is that dog that I sold you last week? Well, he's resting. Oh, okay, how can I save you today? How can I help you today? I want a dog, please. What breed? It's white, it has hair, kind of like exactly the last breed. Oh, nice, here you are, the puppy. How are you going to call it? None of your business. Oh, hi, Juan. Do you think it's unethical that I call you exactly like my last dog? I don't give a shit. You're a dog. You're going to eat your shit as well as the last one did. And as well as the last one before him did. And as well as I do. And that's how the dog is dead. But don't worry about him. Juan 2.0 is living happily ever after until my grandfather decides to take the car again. I'm here to know my dog, the non-dead dog. The one who fucks bananas. That one. So, you know what's hard about having a pet? That you actually have to take it to the vet. It's such a pain in the ass, am I right? You have to bed them. Then I have to prevent my dogs killing other dogs in the waiting room because dogs hate each other. Then I have to prevent my dog from killing the vet because he doesn't like someone to stick their finger into his rectum. Then I have to get out, buy the pills for the fucking dog, and the casino wants to charge me £100 for some fucking reason. It's just a dog. Please, I know what I have to do next time I go to bed. If the vet comes to me and says, "Hey, Thesar, don't worry, your dog is going to be found," put him down. I don't care. It's going to stay outside to us all. That's something stupid, am I right? It's very stupid, the thing about putting down pets. Because we humans, we don't ask for a second opinion about the dog. But if we humans have a little dog on our front head, oh my god, we will ask 5 different doctors to know that we don't have cancer. We need to make sure that we don't have cancer. But hey, our best friend is going to die and only one will tell us, this dog is very ill. He's gonna die. Okay. Put him down. I'm not saying say no. That's another thing. What if he just lied to you? What if he's having a lazy day? Come on! What if he just doesn't want to work? What if one day you walk with your dog? Doctor, you have to save my dog! What's wrong? A rock is stuck in his ass and he can't poop. So what are you suggesting? You have to take the rock with your bare hands. with my bare hands. Yes, doctor, with your bare hands! Alright. Here we go. Good puppy. What's there? There was nothing I could do. I'm so sorry. This is me going to bed. So first I got there, and I'm in the waiting room, and my dog wants to kill every single dog. And that's weird about dogs, right? They don't want to only kill, they want to love and kill at the same time, because they can jump from love to hatred in a matter of seconds. It's like, and 2 seconds later, what if we humans do that, right? We're at least more consequential. We don't go like, Patrick, you're my best friend. Stop licking my balls, you bastard! Ole! I'm Spanish, but you don't have to do that. You know, it's not mandatory. It's a stand-up. I swear it's a stand-up. Anyway, the next thing is actually going to the bed. And as I already told you, my dog wants to kill the bed. Because dogs don't understand that this is for their own good. It's horrible. Because we humans like, okay, I'm going to the doctor, I'm going to get cured. Dogs are like, okay, so I'm ill and you bring me to the place where they stab me with needles. Not cool, man. Imagine we humans do that. Okay, doctor, put the vaccine in. I'm not gonna bite you, like the last time. Come on, I have cancer, I understand this is for my own good. If I don't do this, I'm gonna die. Just put it in. And the last part, the part that I hate the most about dogs, is that for dogs, everything is a toilet. Absolutely. Well, sorry, I was lying there. Everything either is or a toilet or a banana that they can fuck. It's just horrible. So I was paying the cashier, you know, debating with her about like the 1,000 pounds that she was trying to charge me. So my dog saw 2 plants at the entrance of the store. Like, huh. And I'm like, no, bad dog, don't do that. This is a public store. And you must say, that's your fault. You didn't raise your dog correctly. And I say, yeah, maybe, but who's the asshole who would have put a couple of plants at the entrance of the bed? Come on, you work with dogs every day. That's like, they're like, please, pee on my local store. It's just if, like, for an AA reunion, I put some Scottish whiskey at the beginning of the meeting. Professor, why do you put fine Scottish whiskey at the entrance? It makes me feel really uncomfortable. Oh, I don't know. I just want to see you break bits. So yeah, the moral of the story, I guess, this is the end, is do not have pets or do whatever the fuck you want. Now, I have to go because, you know, remember what I told you about the banana? Did I get rid of it? It was a lie. I never got rid of it. I kept it for myself.
It's 1485. Everyone is dead. Everyone important, anyway. Sorry. Okay. Why am I saying sorry? You're only role-playing with the people of England in 1485. You're not actually them. So it's 1485. Everyone's dead. Everyone's depressed. All the best characters are all dead. You can tell that George R.R. Martin took inspiration from this for Game of Thrones, really. And like, you could say winter is coming, but this shit happened in May. So what's gonna happen now? No one really cares that much at this point. Everyone's really pooped. But Henry Tudor comes along. This guy, it's a different Henry from before. This guy, they had to trace back Lancastrian descent decades to find someone that had lineage to the throne because everyone else is dead. So this guy, he's like, I'll be king. Everyone's like, fucking go for it, mate. Don't. So Henry Tudor becomes king, and you'd expect him just to pop his clogs like the rest of them, but he did something different. He did something powerful, something respectful. He took one for the team, and he married a York bird. Thus, the houses of Lancaster and York were united as one. And this brought the end to war in England. The biggest civil war possibly that this country has ever seen. All the fighting is over, thousands dead, and now we have a country more like the country that we live in today. It shaped the foundation for how we live. And how do we in Lancaster University and York University celebrate that? With very intense games of pool. So that's all for the stand-up part of this evening. We're now going to have a little bit of a break, a little interval, but please don't go too far because in about 15 minutes we'll be back with improv from both York and Lancaster. It's going to be great, don't miss it. I'll see you soon. So, we are going to start the improv section by introducing Chloe and Kumath to the stage to play a game of Whose Line. In this game, both of these people will be performing a scene based on your suggestion, but also with the suggestions that you have put in the pot during the interval. So all we're going to need to begin this is a relationship between these two characters.
Cousins.
Cousins, anything else?
Teacher
pupil.
Teacher pupil.
Psychiatrist.
Parent who gave a child for adoption and now they found them again.
Okay, alright. So, we're not doing both of those things. Okay, so it's a parent who gave their child up for adoption and now has found them again. Take it away.
Hello, welcome to Greg's. What can I get for you?
Dad?
Darren.
You see, I got told by the tech guy that you worked here and that you're my real dad.
Okay, this is making me feel uncomfortable. What do you want? Cornish pasty, cheese and onion pasty, or this isn't I parked a car. Pasty.
It's not my favourite, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm gonna have anything, I'd rather have a square wheel, if that's okay.
A square wheel? A square wheel?
Yeah, it's like a limited edition flavour.
Limited edition flavour.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah. No, management released a statement about square wheel actually last week. I think they said Twin Towers. So we're talking about white conspiracies here. So.
I think the real conspiracy I want to address here is that you're my genetic dad. I've got the proof here in the form of a yellow sausage.
The prophecy foretold of this.
There was a prophecy about this?
Yes, the prophecy dictates that Black Lives Matter. And also, cousin lingeth me, yelloweth sausage, is my child.
Well, this solves a lot of problems then. I thought I was going to have to say the tech guy is drunk.
Yeah, he is a bit pissed. I guess we should do some
bonding.
Yeah, some bonding, like go for a walk in the park, go to the cinema, or I smooch dogs. Go for
Maybe I regret this decision. Maybe, what everyone told me, don't go and meet your real dad is true. It's like how they said Sister Act.
Sister Act was back in the house.
No,
Precise.
just Sister Act, that's all that people ever said to me.
You should watch that film, it's good. It's got a great quote where Whoopi Goldberg says, "Going down to Bumtown, hooray!"
So, what should we do? I'm not really down for smooching dogs. How about we cutlery instead? I mean, we are in a Greg's. There must be some plastic ones lying about.
Oh yeah, someone hasn't requested cutlery since the 60s. Aha! Yeah, knife, fork, There you are.
Thank you.
Right, what do we do now?
I don't know, that's just what it said in the prophecy.
Oh, I have an idea. Let's... Oh no, don't do that!
Why such the U-turn?
Well, it was just an idea, you know.
And scene. So that was Who's Playing, hope you enjoyed that. The next game we're going to play is a game called Should Have Said. And for this, I will need Jake and Andy to come up onto the stage. And I will also need Chloe and Kima. So what's happening in this scene is Jake and Andy, they're in a regular scene that will be based on your suggestion. But at any point, these two people behind them can say, should have said, and then they have to change what they just said into something else. So an example of this would be if they're speaking,
For breakfast I had some cereal.
should have said.
For breakfast I had some toast.
Great, but probably funny. And all we'll need for this is a location for this to be happening in.
The Federated States of Micronesia.
The Death Star canteen.
Anything else?
Tesco.
The jungle.
I heard a Muse concert. We'll go for a Muse concert. Take it away.
Should have headbanged. Should have headbanged.
Is it coming?
You liking the new album then?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as the earlier stuff, but it's quite fun to move to. I'm surprised I can hear you so clearly over all this really loud.
Should have said.
You look nice.
Thank you, I wasn't looking to pick up tonight, but
Wouldn't go that far, but you know, just you got that hair that the headbanging really accentuates.
oh thanks. You look like you've got hair that headbang doesn't accentuate.
Should have said.
You look like you do have hairbang.
Should have said.
You look like you have medium to average, that's the same thing though, headbanging hair.
Thanks.
Should have said!
Oi! That's rude! I'm not a fan of that tone, friend.
Well, how do you want me to say it?
You know, you should give me a compliment once in a while.
You've got nice shoes.
Thank you.
Should have said.
Oi! I don't like these shoes. I found these in the gutter.
Why are you wearing them then?
Should have said.
They're very nice, can I borrow these?
No, I can't borrow my stinky gutter shoes. You can buy your own shoes from a shop like a normal person.
Should have said.
Yeah, okay.
Should have said.
No, how about you just take them off my dead feet?
If that's all we gotta do, that's what we gotta do.
Now hold on. I've got something up my sleeve that you wouldn't
Is it a pair of
expect.
sewer shoes?
More shoes! I don't know how I'd fit shoes in my sleeves.
Should have said.
No, it's a knife.
And scene. So that was Should Have Said. Now we're going to transition on to our next game, which is Excuses, Excuses. And for this, we're going to need Jim to please leave the room. The biggest pop of the night is with Jim leaving. So what's going to happen in this game is Jim is late for work. Why is he late for work? We'll find out. But I'm going to need Chloe and Andy up to mime why Jim's late for work. So why is he late for work? I'm going to need a couple of reasons. Firstly, a very normal reason that someone might be late for work.
His shirt was on back to front, I had to change it back. He woke up and found out he was in the Federated States of Micronesia.
I'm going to go with his shoes were untied. Now, I'll need a weirder reason why he's late for work.
His shoes couldn't be tied back together, they've been glued to the floor.
His shoes were glued to the floor. And now I need a completely wacky, insane reason.
He woke up and found out he was in the Federated States of Micronesia.
No, Patrick!
He woke up in a digger.
I didn't quite get that. You might have to repeat yourself.
He pulled one of his balls during sex.
Alright, we'll go for one of his balls has fallen off. Just one. Okay. So, just a recap of why Jim's late for work. Can we have the first reason is...
His shoes are inside.
Okay, the second reason is...
His shoes are glued to the floor.
Okay, and the last reason is...
Lost a ball.
Okay, and on the count of 3, I'm going to need you all to shout, Jim, get back in. 1, 2, 3. Jim! Huxley, you're late for work.
I know, but I've got 3 bloody good reasons why.
Oh yeah, let's hear 'em.
What a morning I've had. So, there I am, tying up my laces.
Yeah, okay.
Now, there I am, untying my laces.
Okay, yes, your laces were untied, that's fine, but surely that takes 30 seconds to solve. What else?
I like to say 15. I'm pretty good at tying my laces.
Okay, that's fine, but what else made you late?
Yeah, what's my excuses? So, there I am, my foot stuck in the shoe.
Probably, but what else?
My foot stuck to the floor.
Yes, your foot is stuck to the floor.
Yeah, that was why I had to untie my laces, because I tied them to the ground.
Yes.
This time round.
It makes a lot of sense, but that's 10 minutes work maximum.
One klutz.
What else made you late for work?
Yeah, this is my balls, right?
Okay, what are these your balls? Yeah, well, you should probably put them away in the workplace.
I lost them.
No, you didn't lose the balls.
I had to find some new ones.
No.
Just the one.
Yes! Get to work, Huckster. Okay, our next game is going to be Mary Berry. And I'm going to need Jim and Jake to the stage, please. In this game, no one knows why it's called Mary Berry. She has nothing to do with the game. Yeah, I know. But this game, in this game, Jake and Jim will be in a scene. It will be a more sort of mundane or serious scene. And in 30 seconds or so, I'm going to clap my hands nice and loudly, and it's going to turn into something a bit more ridiculous, a bit more like a comedy scene. So I'm going to need a serious or mundane situation for Jake and Jim to be in.
You've just been appointed ambassador to the Federated States of Micronesia.
You're out of here the next time.
A news concert.
This guy's drunk.
A serious or mundane situation.
Someone who's free when they go to a funeral home.
It's going to be a doctor's diagnosis. This is a doctor's diagnosis. And remember, in 30 seconds I'll clap my hands and the scene will change into something a little more ridiculous. Take it away.
Right, so I've got your charts back.
Yep, okay.
It's not looking good. Maybe want to take a seat. Well, I forgot to bring seats into the office. It's okay, I'll stand. I can't get much worse, can I? No, not really. Not one here when you've got. Right, so the first thing we did was we did a scan of your legs, and we discovered that they're broken.
That explains the pain.
Yeah, but wait to get to the next thing, because we checked out your arse.
Well, a lot of people do. It's
Yeah, but when we checked out your arse, we discovered it's just too fine. We're going to have to operate on it because your arse is too good.
I mean, how is that a problem?
Well, everyone else is going to be a bit embarrassed because they're going to have to compare themselves to you.
Yeah, but I've got like crap legs. That offsets it a bit, right?
When you see, I mean, if you've ever looked in a mirror, you'll see just how good your arse is, sir.
Well, it's too big. I can't see it in the mirror.
I don't think you can have too big with that ass.
That's probably why my legs are broke. My arse is too thick to see.
You are a thick boy.
Well, I don't want you to operate on my ass. It's the best thing about me. That's all I've got is that and my degree from Oxford University.
Pretty sure they only gave it to you because of the arse.
How dare you? I earned my first in arse studies.
There you did.
Well, tough. I'm not going to let you operate on my arse. It's my arse and I'll do what I want with it.
Well, what do you want to do with it?
Sit. I would, but you didn't bring any bloody chairs. The NHS has gone to shit.
Hey! Yeah. Dealing with arses specifically.
Yeah, well, I'll have you know that I don't poo out of my arse because it's so fine. I get rid of it by other means.
Go on, I might need to put this on the chart.
I hire a tiny man to crawl inside my throat, retrieve the feculent, and then climb back up my throat in order to maintain the pristineness. That's the secret to having a fine ass, by the way. Sorry, arse magician circle. I let the secret out.
Right.
I know, you really have to rethink your whole worldview, don't you?
Yeah. How much does he charge per hour?
He does it for free. I said higher.
You have a good word for me.
Yeah, I'll give him a ring after this. If you don't cut off my ass.
I think you've got yourself a deal, sir.
Let's see. So, next we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This is a singing game called Do Ron, and Andy is going to be playing the guitar for us, and I'll be in this, Jim will be in this, Jake will be in this, and Q-Mac will be in this, and Chloe is going to be running it.
I mean, Carl kind of just said everything I was going to say. So this is a do-run, this is a singing game, but we're doing it slightly differently because we're actually having like musical accompaniment. I know, technology, it's amazing. However, we need something for them to sing about. So, first off, for Jim, can we have an animal?
Dog.
Right, Patrick, if you say Micronesia again, that's not even an animal. You go, what did you say? Kangaroo. Yeah. Okay, for Jake, we need a feeling.
Angst. Teenage angst. Horniness.
Teenage angst? Teenage angst? For Jake. For Kyle, we need a material.
Satin.
Satin. And for Kumar, we need, I really should have thought of this in advance, we need a...
Country.
Vegetable.
Aubergine. Stephen Hawking.
Come on! Boo! Anything else? Keep shouting out, please. Cauliflower?
Broccoli.
Cauliflower. Okay, so we're just going to briefly run through them again. So, Jim, you have?
Kangaroo.
Jake, you have?
Teenage angst.
Kyle, you have?
Satin.
And Kumarth, you have?
Cauliflower.
Okay, so, guys, we're going to need you to quiet down for this. We're going to get the guitar going, and we're going to get this scene on the go.
Do-run, I went for a walk, met a kangaroo.
I do run. My favourite thing about him was his poo. I do run, a do yeah.
I like the smell of it.
A do yeah.
Yeah, the smell of shit.
A do yeah.
I put it in a pit.
I do run, a do run. Oh boy, howdy, I've got teenage angst. I do run, a do run.
I've got it shooting right out of my pants.
A do run, a do yeah.
Get out of my room, Mum.
A do yeah.
You've got a fat old bum.
A do yeah. Oh, where are you from?
made of satin.
A do run, 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 a do run, run. Oh, that dress I put it on and I shat in. A do run, 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 a do run, run, a do yeah.
I got it used.
A do yeah.
No, cause it and it's full of poos.
A do run, 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 a do run, run. Deep fry this stuff for an oily shower. A do run, 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 a do run, run.
It makes me feel I got a special power.
A do run, 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 a do run, run, a do yeah.
I'm getting really wet.
A do yeah.
Like my mate Ahmed.
A do yeah. Collar flaps just like pets.
Well, that was something. Now we're going to play a game called Gibberish Translator. So for this, Jim and Andy I will need on the stage, and Jake and Kumar as well. So what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here is Jim and Andy are going to be performing a scene, but there's a little problem. They can only speak in gibberish for some reason. But luckily, we have Kumar and Jake to translate for them. They're going to be translating everything that they say. So a little bit of an example will be...
Hello, good sir. How are you today?
I've just been mugged. Please help me. Please help me.
Okay, and there we go. So all we'll need is a location for this to be taking place in.
Federated States of Micronesia.
Get out. Okay. A location.
The non-federated states of Largonesia.
Anime convention. A Ferris wheel.
I like a Ferris wheel. We're going to go for this is taking place in a Ferris wheel. Take it away.
Ooh. Hi.
Yeah, it's £3 for a ticket on the Ferris wheel, pal.
What the bar? £3? That's daylight robbery.
Well, all 128 people that came before you didn't think it was daylight robbery, so bugger off if you think it's too expensive.
Fine, I'll pay up.
Yeah, you better.
Do you take car?
It's 2018, of course we do!
Good thing you've got to contact us.
Only the best.
So does it go up?
Which school were you educated at? I can take note of it so that I don't send my children there.
I'll have you know that I was at school.
Really? I would have never known.
My mum said I was the smartest kid in class.
Wow, that doesn't surprise me at all. In fact, I catch your mum as quite a buffoon herself.
Yeah.
Anyway, apologies for bullying you. You did just give me money.
It's okay, I often pay people money to bully me.
As a businessman, I see this as a gap in the market.
Yep.
And scene. Now we're going to do a game called Shopping Channel for our penultimate game tonight. So for this game, I will need Chloe and Andy to please leave the room. Goodbye, Chloe and Andy. So Chloe and Andy are going to be the hosts of 2 individual shopping channels. They're going to be selling some items, but we need to know what items they're selling. The items they're selling are going to be mined out by Jim and Kima. So, we need some items. So can I have an item for Chloe to sell?
Davy Jones' locker. Grad ball tickets. Grad ball tickets.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go for Bitcoin then, since the drunk tech guy really wants it so much. So Chloe's selling Bitcoin, but what's special about this Bitcoin?
It's yellow. It's not a coin.
It's literally a bit of a coin.
It's what?
It can do the tech instead.
It's Bitcoin, but it's taking over the tech of this show. Okay, and we need something for Andy to be selling.
Coupons for morning sex. So.
Anything else?
The position of Prime Minister for the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Asda. Okay, it's Asda. Andy's selling Asda, but what's special about Asda?
It's actually Morrison's.
Okay, yeah. It's Asda, but it's actually Morrison's. If they ever get any of these, we're going to need a big thing for both of them to sell. So this is usually like a landmark or something really big.
The Washington Monument!
The Washington Monument is good. We're going to go for the Washington Monument. Okay, so just a recap on what is being sold. So, Kimath, you're with Chloe, I believe? Yes, so what is Chloe selling?
Chloe's selling Bitcoin.
But?
It does the tech for the show.
Yes, and Jim, you're with Andy. What's Andy selling?
I'm doing Asda, but it's actually Morrison's.
Yes, and then what's the big item that you're both selling at the end?
Washington Monument.
We've got it already. Okay, so I'm going to need your help to bring back Chloe and Andy. So on the count of 3, can you say, Chloe and Andy, come back in? 1, 2, 3.
Chloe and Andy, come back in!
Yeah, we went to the Federated States of Micronesia.
It's Chloe's shopping channel first.
So, okay, welcome to the passive-aggressive shopping channel. Yes, Sandra? Yes, you did put 2 sugars in my coffee. Yes, I only asked for 1. Okay, so we've got some lovely items for you today, if you're not Sandra. So, I'm looking around, I put things in a trolley. I'm in a supermarket.
Switch.
Welcome to the Star Wars themed shopping channel. Prices are so low. Today we're selling an item for you. It's something you can take out of your back pocket and open up. Maybe a lunchbox, some raisins, something of the culinary ilk. No, it's something that you're rubbing your hands. It's dollar, you're making it rain.
Switch.
So I'm in a supermarket where I can buy more post-it notes to leave more passive-aggressive notes. That's a keynote fact for you guys. If you want to be passive-aggressive, just get some post-it notes. Yes, I'm talking to you, Sandra. Okay, so we're in a supermarket, but it's for radical thought. I'm gonna have to start directing my passive aggression at you in this rate. So, okay, I'm walking along, and hopefully I'm going somewhere where I'll get 1 sugar in my coffee and not 2, and maybe preferably some semi-skimmed milk.
You can get all the sugar you want and milk you want in this place.
It's the world.
Switch.
You know, they have money in the Star Wars universe. They call it money. It's a specific is a vending machine. A coin. Just a... Nope, you eat it. Don't eat coins, do you? It's something that you put... It's just food. Some food that you buy. Money you buy. Chocolate coins. Something close to that. Not quite.
Switch.
So, Sandra's gone out of the room, so I can officially do this. So she's in the other room. I feel better. Okay, so I am in a I'm still in a supermarket, and it's for giants.
Specific.
It's for giants. Really big. Yeah, it's so big that it will actually fill up all of my passive-aggressive rage. So, if you are a superhero, you can go to this supermarket. It's that supermarket they go to in Avengers Infinity War.
Spoilers!
Ring, ring.
Hello, welcome to the passive-aggressive shopping channel. Fuck off!
Hi, thanks. I'd like to buy an item, please. But also, I'm really young. My dad's just let me watch Narnia for the first time. I really liked Aslan. My dad really let me watch Aslan.
Like Asta?
Switch, yes.
It's something you chew. Backward. It's a gold tooth. It's money that you put in your mouth and it spins about and it does a thing. It's the trolley tokens that you get. Hello. Hi.
Hello, my girlfriend says that I'm really bad in bed. She says that I have a shit groin.
Shopping channel. This is literally the worst place for relationship advice. It's Bitcoin.
Yes, switch.
So, is there something special about this Asta? Maybe not. Because there's nothing special about Sandra. So this is like a daily interaction for me. It's just me being shouting at people, really. It's an Asta where you can barter for the prices. It's just talking, really. It's just what I'm doing now. I'm selling you me. I'm selling you my voice. This is some little shit. So if you go onto the floor, maybe then you can move like closer to hell. That's where like all anger stems from. So it's like an Asta, but it's a school.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Hi, fuck off. Yeah, hi.
Hi, yeah. I've been looking to get into dancing recently. Have you got any dancing items? Specifically the one where they use the little hankies around their ankles. You know, what's that called? I'll think about it later.
Dancing school where you have hankies around your ankles. That seems really counterproductive in my opinion.
Switch.
But there's something special about this Bitcoin. Maybe it's actually worth something.
Hey!
Luke! Look, Luke, Star Wars. Joke. The Bitcoin's doing the tech?
I'm excited for the response I'm going to get when I eventually get this. So this is a passive-aggressive shopping channel. I really fucking hate my life. So it's okay, I love you.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello!
Hi, I recently bought some Smiths merchandise. I'd like to return after that stuff the lead singer said. You know, of the Smiths. You know, what's his name?
It's Asta, but it's actually Morrison.
Yes!
It's an internet currency doing tech. It's very science fiction.
Yes! There's another big item that you're selling.
Thank you. I was a big item. Final item is something else you toss. Is it
switch?
So we're selling another item today, you know, just what we all needed. So it's the biggest building in the world. It's that festival in like either Korea or Japan where they worship Pinai. Look it up. Do it in private browsing. So it's
Switch.
It's a tower of some kind. Maybe an Eiffel one. Maybe not. Maybe just another tower that's just big and it's got a column and it's high up and that could be literally any. Oh, it's a tree. Could be a tree. It's a tower that salutes you. It's an animate tower that just sits there sometimes. Or not. Maybe it's the
Switch.
Is it the Washington Memorial?
No!
Okay, this is a passive aggressive shopping channel, you know, I definitely just got.
Switch.
Washington Monument?
Yes. That was hard, wasn't it? I was just watching it. So now it's time for our final game of the evening. This is more of a long-form game. This is going to be called Time Lord. In this game, I will need Jake and Kimath to come up and begin it. So, in this game, these two people will be in a scene, and at any point I can say, let's flash forward to something that they said in the scene, or flash back, flash wherever I like, I'm in control. At any point, any of the improvisers you've seen tonight can come up and enter the scene and play out what is happening, basically. That's the simple of it. So I'm just going to need one word to begin this scene.
Micronesia!
Yeah, I think it has to be Micronesia.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Your word is Micronesia. Take it away.
This is a fucking tiny knees pad.
How, dude? I'll make fun of you for your big knees.
That's because my knees are swole! When you train your knees, the fucking knee nursery?
No, I don't train them, that's the point.
You need to start training. You need to start training yesterday.
Okay, do you have a time machine?
Do I have a time machine? I bought one about a week ago. I would just be fucking going around fucking with time, pal.
Let's see his most recent fucking with time.
Alright, dinosaur! I wonder where Hitler is.
And back to the present.
So that's all the skulls you're wearing.
Man, yeah, you should come back to my house and see all the skulls that I've got.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go see his skull collection.
Pretty good. I told you so earlier, didn't I?
So lifelike. I know, rare skulls.
Yeah, it's like they're almost real.
Achtung! 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 Where am I? And why am I a skeleton?
I didn't plan for this.
Who's this?
Did you take GCSE history? Okay, think back to GCSE history. What was the most prominent name?
Oh, Hitler, that guy that just died randomly for no one knew how.
Yeah.
That's me!
Yeah, right. Brutal genocidal maniac right next to you.
Very same!
The very same.
You brought him here.
Well, I killed him. I mean, I'm probably
A miracle of German science!
I just want to know what kind of things the scientists were doing to him to make him, like, live through a shot in the face.
Let's take a look at what the scientists did to him.
So tell me, Hans, Dr. Hans, how does he turn me into a skeleton if I get shot device coming on? What? You know, the device I told you to abandon the nuclear bombs for to save my life should I get shot in the head by myself or some time-traveling mini. I was working on the teleportation machine. Oh, teleportation? That will go nowhere. I think one of Actually, if I look through all the machines we have, it's conveniently nearby, actually. Yes, here is the machine that you were after. If you put this around your neck, then whatever happens to you, when you die, you will not die.
Wonderful!
And back to the present.
So that's what happened.
Oh, so that's what that really fashionable scarf is.
It brings out the colour in my rib cage. Why I was here, because of the memory problem that happens, but now I remember perfectly. And now I remember all those people I hate. Are you one of them?
No.
Be fine then.
Does that only work on you? Can it work on other people?
I haven't tried.
Yo, we just killed Hitler again. I just killed Hitler again. You killed him for the first time.
See the mad party they throw now.
Might as well tell them.
Yeah, you can have a time machine, but you can still have fuck all friends. You know what I'm saying?
I'll fuck the one person we didn't want to call.
Yeah, it's the police.
We can't let them find the corpse of Hitler.
What was that? Well, we've been receiving several complaints. First off, noise complaints, and second off, that noises kept happening. Like there was disturbances in time that shouldn't have been happening. I mean, that one's a bit niche, but you know, the first one is the main reason why I'm here.
What, noises and things?
Yeah.
Well, I hosting a party, innit? It's just a fucking vinyl player.
Wow, that sounds like a really shite party. Can I come and check it out? Because there must be something here. There's if your party relies on a vinyl player, there's probably weed here.
Alright, there's no weed here. Come right in. Yep.
Right, okay, so, obviously no weed, well done guys, you did, 10 out of 10. But what's going on here?
This is a plastic skeleton that fell over. That looks a lot like Hitler's skeleton. Coincidentally.
I mean, that's probably a hate crime in itself.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Hating Hitler's a crime. Oh, get me out of this country.
No, it's just, it's here. Oh my god, it moved.
I mean, you're a police officer. Shouldn't you be trained in, touching dead bodies?
Please.
Fake dead bodies.
So I think we're going to have to take you in for questioning.
Let's see her go in for questioning.
Right. First off, we'll interview you first. Maybe because your accomplice was quite quiet. I want to get some of the juicy details out of you, sir, first, sir. So, what were you doing at exactly 3:05 today when the complaint was initially engaged in?
I was having a fucking rave.
The gentleman was participating in a big fucking... So, in this rave, what was happening?
What wasn't happening?
Wait. What wasn't happening?
Yeah.
So there was definitely drugs there. So I was right.
I mean, you didn't let me answer the question. What wasn't happening? Drugs. That's about it. Two things that weren't happening.
So, okay. From here, from the statement from your neighbour, they say the exact opposite.
Let's see the statement made by the neighbour.
So you rang me up about a disturbance that's been happening. So can you describe to me what's been happening?
Well, I heard this very loud music playing, and you know what I think about loud music and these teenagers today with their loud music. So I looked out of the window and I saw a very German-looking corpse.
Well, it's got to be Hitler, like nobody else in Germany has ever died.
And let's take a look at the statement made by the best friend.
So, what your friend says is that there was a big fucking rave, and that there was absolutely no drugs and no sign of the only dead person from Germany, Hitler.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So do you have any evidence to show for this?
I'm sorry, I've got small knees.
It's okay. I know that's really difficult. I know that's horrendous. You should really train them.
Yeah, like yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday.
But yeah,
I think that's the real crime here. I think you're going down, sonny. I'm going to have to arrest you.
Excuse me.
Your knees are simply not big enough. You should have trained them yesterday. Yesterday was knee training day, and to break knee training day is against the law.
Yeah, well, you'll never catch me.
And scene. So that was all the improv we have for you tonight, and that brings us to the close of the show. Hope you all enjoyed it. If I may interest you in something that's happening tomorrow, we have a panel show happening. It's Talk of the Devil Live, hosted by Patrick Burton. Yeah, it's going to be tomorrow, 12 p.m. in Fylde Lecture Theatre 1. Yes. If you need a reminder of that, it will be on the Facebook page. Please turn up, it'll be a great laugh, lots of fun. And we have a board game social afterwards if you feel like coming along to that too, everyone's welcome. But thank you all for coming to the show, hope you enjoyed it, we really did. Thank you to all the stand-ups and all the improvisers. And the three gentlemen who came over from York just for this gig, thank you very much. I'm the tech guy, it's time for bed. We'll see you later. Have a good night.